Hello, hello. It looks like I am live. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live with Miss Ginger Dots. My name is Tina Sutton with Miss Ginger Dots Designs, and if this is your first time here, welcome. I go live every Wednesday night, and we always do some kind of project. So I'm excited to be here tonight. It's been a busy week. I had a huge crop this past weekend, and I'm so tired. It's and then I got home and I've been under the weather for a couple of days. But I have a fun project to do with you tonight. Just a simple card. I'm into fall, so I want to give you two different looks. We're going to be using um, a pattern that we're going to do two different fall cards and two different color combinations. So I just want to kind of show you the possibility. It is a great card to do for any occasion. I'm thinking like with the Christmas paper and birthdays. It's just super, super fun. Super easy, super fun, minimal surprise. That's what we like, right? So say hello if you are here. I see Kim is on. There's a couple other people. The only person that has said anything is Kim so far. So if you're here, let me know you're here. Say hello, where you're from, where you're watching from, what you're doing. So my lives are kind of interactive, so I do a lot of chatting. So if you're watching the replay, you might want to fast forward through all this. But we're going to jump into it pretty quick tonight. One quick announcement. The Advent calendar is live. I am so excited about the Advent calendar. It is a 12-day of Christmas Advent calendar. Get 12 different projects with exclusive products that you can't buy. And usually exclusive products are really, really good. So that is going to be one of my Christmas presents. I'm so excited about it. And I've sold quite a few. So I hear they're selling pretty well. If you want one, I would jump on it before they sell out. I have no idea what their numbers are, but I know that so many people have gotten them and are very, very excited about it. So I'm excited. I can't wait to get mine. And I'm not sure if they're waiting to ship them. I think Debbie Wright asked me, "Oh, are you going to wait to open yours?" I'm going to try. I'm going to try and do like when you're supposed to, but we'll see what happens because I'm not so good at waiting. I'll wait for like if I get a gift that I know I'm not supposed to open, like I'm kind of good for 1 or 2 days, and then I start shaking and poking and peeking. What about you guys? Do you do poke and peek? Hi, Donna. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to turn the camera around and we're going to make something pretty. I'm trying to make these a little bit, oh, I punched the wrong button. I'm trying to make these a little bit shorter because I tend to get, when I have when I have an audience here, I tend to get on here and chat too much. So I know some of you are watching later and you just want to get to the projects, right? Okay, first thing I want to talk about, this is not what we're doing tonight, but this is one of the things that I worked on at the crop. It's one of our scrapbooking workshops, and I love it. I had to do it because I love this paper. It's called Keeping Traditions, and these are the 3 layouts that you did. However, there's little things that I do a little bit different. Like to me, when I looked at this first layout, I kind of went rogue on it. And the reason being, this is like a blue background and this is a green background with very little blue. And I wanted to tie it more together so you can kind of see what I did. I put the left-hand side on a blue piece of paper. The other thing that kind of bothered me about this project was this had the green stripe and this had the green checkered. I wanted it to be more uniform. I also wanted more of this pretty pink paper to change, so I changed the size of it. But everything else is pretty much the same. And look how pretty. So I am going to probably do this workshop in December at my house with my Christmas party. So if you are interested, let me know. I will send you details. I don't have dates or anything planned yet, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a December workshop. Look at this one. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I was going to use last year's pictures on it because I know it looks better when pictures are on it. But nah, I'm gonna wait for this year. Love this. Layout number 3 is probably my favorite. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. That is something I actually worked at my crop this weekend. I finished up my album retreat album, not with pictures, and I need to embellish it a little bit. And then I did this on Sunday. And I have a story to tell you guys about Sunday afternoon, but we're going to talk about that later after I teach the project, maybe at the end of the call. All right, so simple sketch, super, super simple. This is what we're going to do. We are going to work with this paper, and I don't have much of it left because I've been using it like crazy. This is the fall paper, and let me tell you, I don't know if you can see the gold in it. If you haven't seen it, it is gorgeous. I had it at the crop. I had 3 or 4 packs of it. It was gone within the first 20 minutes. So Janice came in, and she came in a little bit later. She's like, "All the fall paper's gone," and she said she didn't think she wanted. And this is just some of it. I have bits and pieces. Like I've really been using it. I keep all my paper, paper packets in these storage containers, and I get them on Amazon. If you go to Tina's Favorite Things, but they're perfect for storing papers. They're stiff, so they kind of keep them straight, and I keep all my scraps and stuff in here. But we are going to use the fall leaf paper. This paper is stunning. And when you're doing this card, I recommend you pick a pattern that looks kind of good on both sides. Okay, so or that kind of coordinate. There's Debbie, right? Debbie, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Debbie. Happy yesterday birthday. Her birthday was yesterday, guys. We didn't know that at the crop. I'm so upset. But anyway, so I'm sorry. I know my singing is really bad. But we are going to use this paper. And what we're going to do, we're also going to use this round circle punch. I love our circle punches. We are going to use, I had everything straightened up here, and now we're going to use 3 colors of ink. So not a lot of stuff, right? 3 colors of ink, and we're going to use this stamp set, Beautiful Pumpkins. I love this one. Hi, Dee. All my girls from my crop are here tonight. So I have a crop planned in January. We need to talk about it. I'm going to be sending out a thing. I know there's so many crops. I don't know if I should go forward with it or not. I'm afraid I won't fill it. But I would love to do one if there's interest. So I'm going to be sending out some information, especially to those of you that have attended this last one. I need honest answers. Okay, but I'm getting sidetracked. We're going to work on this project. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a 4 3/4 inch strip. So I love this card because it's so simple, and just think of the possibilities. There's so many different things that you can do with it. So there's 4 3/4, and then I'm going to cut a 1 1/2 and a 2 inch strip. A 1 1/2. And here's my 2 inch strip. Look how easy this is. Now you could use, you don't have to use, I mean, you could use like if you wanted this print and say the brown, you could cut into 2 different prints, but you'd use double the amount of paper. So I'm just doing this and loving it. So, all right, it just makes it easier if you find a pattern that you like both on it. So after you get the 1 1/2 and 2 inch, you're going to turn it a 1/4 inch, not a quarter, well, yeah, on the long side. You're going to go on the long side. I'm lazy, so we're just going to line things up so that they're even, and we're going to cut it on the 3. All right, and these are our 4 pieces. Now, I have all the dimensions. I've got the sketch. I'll be mailing it out probably tomorrow, Friday, but probably tomorrow. I'll pretty much have it ready to go. And then we are just going to piece this together. Now, it's a standard size card. I've already cut the brown to 4 1/4, or I'm sorry, the card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The brown is 4 by 5 1/4. And then these pieces. So don't worry about writing this down because I have to think about this. What am I doing here? There we go. I'm going to send you all the dimensions. So I'm going to do 1 print and 1 um, other side. And then I'm going to do, oops, this one here. So see what I'm doing? I'm just doing the opposites of this one. And we're going to, I'm so excited. I got, so I love this. I know some of you don't. Well, we talked about this at the crop. You either love or hate the Stampin' Seal. I love the Stampin' Seal, and I absolutely love it when it's brand new because it rolls so smooth. So I just put a new one in there. It's so good. Okay. This is such a quick and easy card, especially if you're not chit-chatting. Like you can just whip these out. This would be a good Christmas card design because you can make them relatively fast, and you can jazz them up a little bit if you need to. Like you can bling it out. All right, pimp it up, give it a little something something. All right, here we go. So there's, okay, so that's the background. Very simple, right? And then we're going to have this piece here, and then we're going to have this piece here. Now, this is so fun. I love this. I'm going to take a piece of, you know what? I have this color ink, this color paper, but I might go, let me see. Because I changed it up. You guys know I can never do the same thing. I'm looking at my paper. I'll be right back. Let me decide. I changed it up for my first sample. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go. This is the same color. You know what? I'm going to still go with this color, I think. Let's just go with this color. I think it'll work. All right. So I'm going to cut 5 of these. And then I'll show you the original one that I designed. If we don't like these, I think these colors, because they're fall colors, right? And actually, we're making a pumpkin. So I'm going to cut out 3, 4, and 5. All right. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to fold these in half. All but one. I'm going to do 4 in half. And I might need to cut one more. It'll depend. Oh, wait, before I do that, I want to distress them a little bit. So I'm just going to quickly go around the edges. I'm using pecan pie. Do you guys say pecan or pecan? That always cracks me up. I usually, and you kind of want to do both sides on this. Lord will be here all night with me distressing. What do y'all say, pecan or pecan? Y'all are not talking tonight. What's up with that? Okay, so let me tell you the story because this might take a few minutes. We were getting ready to leave the crop about 6 o'clock. Janice, Debbie, and I were the last 3 standing. And trying to hit both sides, but I don't know. So we went ahead. Debbie loaded her car. Kent was back on his way to pick me up. So I was taking everything out that side door because that's where he always loads and unloads. So we are there, and I started calling Kent, and he's not answering, but that's not unusual because sometimes he's got to stop. He loves Walmart. My husband loves Walmart more than any man. More than I can't stand going to Walmart. He loves it. He goes every day. So I thought, oh, he stopped at Walmart. So I'm calling and calling. It was about an hour while I'm unpacking because I didn't want to bring everything out to the street, but I knew he should be on his way back. Can't get a hold of him. It was like we got everything out on the curb. Debbie's car is packed. I've been calling him. I'm still not able to reach him. So I call my neighbor, and I'm like, Cindy, can you look and see? Kent's supposed to come pick me up. I said, I got all my stuff on the street, on the curb. I'm leaving my crop. I said, but I can't get in touch with him on the phone. Is the Jeep at the house? She goes, yeah, the Jeep and the Mini Cooper. And I said, you're kidding. So he hasn't even left yet. And I said, he's not answering his phone. I said, can you go knock on the door? I said, I'm so upset with him. So she goes and knocks on the door. And she goes, your dogs are there, but he's not there. So now I'm starting to get worried, right? And I'm like, could you mind? Can you go in the house? I'll give you the code because we have one of those doors. And she said, no, let me go around back just to make sure he's not in the back. Oh, he was in the backyard spraying Roundup. Well, number one, he's not supposed to be doing Roundup. I don't want to use Roundup. I'm scared of Roundup. We've had this discussion, but for some reason, it's like Walmart. The man loves Roundup. So he's busted for that. So I'm already aggravated. I'm like, what are you doing? He said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had the phone in the car. So when we left, I could pick up the dogs and, like it was pre-positioned. He said, I'll be leaving here in 15 minutes. Okay. I already have everything on the street. Debbie, thank goodness, didn't leave me. Although, I mean, it would have been fine. I could have gotten a car and gone sat in the hotel. But Debbie said, why don't we do this? Why don't we go over to Carrabba's? She said, I need to eat. You need to eat. Let's go get a bite to eat. And we'll wait for him. Okay. So we go do that. Have a glass of sangria, by the way. Um, and we had dinner. So here comes Kent, and it was probably a good 2 hours later. And so I had all my stuff in Debbie's car. And her car's packed to the gill because she has all her stuff too. So I said, Debbie, rather than transfer stuff, can we go back to the hotel? Now, he had taken my Jeep. He was originally supposed to take the truck, but he had taken my Jeep. Okay, once you get these distressed, you're going to fold them in half. So he had taken my Jeep because it hasn't rained here in months, but it rained like for a half hour that day. So at the last minute, I already had my clothes packed and everything from the hotel, ready to take the Jeep back, but he took, and okay, we have two homes. So he took all the stuff back to Navarre. We were coming out to Santa Rosa Beach. So he took my Jeep and got everything in it, and so he came back. And I said, well, I'm not driving that Jeep. I'm not driving the truck. I don't like the truck. You drive the Jeep. And he said, okay. So we put everything in the car. I go to start it and see, the thing is why I couldn't drive the truck home is I had left the keys in the Jeep and he had taken the Jeep. See, we got all messed up. So my keys were in the Jeep. So I had to wait for him to get back. That's why I didn't just drive. You're probably like, why can't she drive the truck home? That's why. Okay, so once we do that, look what we're going to do. We're going to put these together and we're going to make a pumpkin. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. So anyway, I get in the Jeep. He goes, well, I didn't see the keys. Where are they? I'm like, they're on the dashboard. Because we had gone to, Melissa and I had went over to Five Guys for lunch. And I drove. And I had left, when we went into Five Guys, I accidentally left the keys in the Jeep. So I thought that's where I'd left them. Look, they weren't in the Jeep. We look everywhere. We don't see them in the Jeep. And Kent said, well, let's do this. I'm going to walk away because he had his keys. So the car would have started with his keys. And I mean, if I had to, I could drive the car home with his keys. But he said, let's see if they're in the Jeep, it's going to start, And so he walked away and nothing. So we can't find the keys anywhere. So I'm retracing. I'm like, well, I know I had them. They have to be here because we went to Five Guys, and then I remembered that I had been getting cold. So I said, check the jacket, the green jacket. Well, Debbie had picked up, not any fault of hers. She was helping me pack up. She had picked up the jacket and put it where I told her to put it. But she didn't think that to feel that there were keys or whatever, or she didn't hear the jingling. And I don't know if I would have either. But anyway, the keys were in the jacket. So we're like, oh my gosh. So all this time, I could have driven home. I didn't have to wait on him, but it was okay. Debbie and I had a great dinner. So anyway, we drive home and I get there and we unpack everything. And I said, I need my glasses and my nightgown. I said, can you bring my pink bag up? Where's my pink bag? Where's my clothes? Guess where my clothes were? He had taken the clothes because they were in the Jeep because I'd put them in when I checked out of the hotel. So, I wouldn't have to do that. So he took my clothes home with the Jeep in the truck. Took the stuff, my inventory, and unloaded it all, including my pink bag and the dog medicine. So here I am. Oh, it was just a mess. It was crazy. It is crazy. Okay. Anyway, so that was my story, Donna. All right, you guys see what I did? Look how cute. It's a little pumpkin. But we're gonna make it even cuter. Actually, I said we're not gonna use the stamp set. We are going to. Oh no, I'm getting the toe cramp. Dag nabbit, I keep getting these toe cramps. All right, I love the stamp set. We are going to use the leaves, and we are going to probably need the size block. Put it on there. I'm gonna put it on there crooked, and I'm going to. Do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna stamp one here, and I'm gonna stamp one here, and I'm gonna go on. Oh, I forgot you have the glare. I didn't put a piece of paper down tonight. Kind of like a vine on the bottom. You know what? That's probably good enough, right? Like that. There we go. Oh, look how cute that's coming. So cute. And then I'm going to quickly cut this out. Thank you, Linda. Hi, you snuck on there. Hello, hello. It's good to see you, Miss Linda. So anyway, that was the end of my crazy weekend. And then I got home and I started not feeling so good. I think I had a little, I stayed in bed. Well, I didn't sleep at the hotel the last night because there were people partying all night long. I was so frustrated. I stay at that hotel all the time with my crops, never, same room, never had a problem. But this was awful. So I think I was overly tired. I slept in, went down for breakfast yesterday, Monday, and crawled back in bed. I slept all day long, and I think I had a low-grade fever. I didn't want to eat, but God bless his heart, he cooked me scallops because I was going to cook scallops for dinner, and so they had unthawed, and he cooked them. They were really good. But then I finally got up around 5:30 at night and thought I am never going to sleep tonight. Stayed downstairs for maybe an hour because he said he finished work and he said, "Oh my gosh, it's only 6 o'clock. I'm ready for bed." So he went and showered and we watched TV till maybe 7:30 and then went up to bed. And I thought I'm never going to sleep. And I turned the TV on in the bed and I was out and I did not wake up till the next morning. And I felt a little better on Tuesday, but still not the best. But I did get dressed. And then today I felt pretty good. So anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But hopefully everybody else is recovered. And Kim, did you get the message? Debbie has your tool. So you need to, if you could text Debbie your address, she says she'll mail it back to you. So that'd be great. Because I don't think I have anything coming up to retreat. So anyway, okay, so I just kind of cut that out. And I'm going to, let's see, how am I going to do this? I don't want all of this. I think I'm going to cut some of this off. It's too much. So I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to kind of tuck it. Let's see, I'm going to cut a little more right here. And we're going to tuck that. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you that support me and my crops and my business, and all of you that order and watch me live. It all matters. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and... Has anybody ever done a pumpkin like this? I haven't done one in a really long time. Okay. I have that kind of peeking out. Yeah, maybe like that. There we go. Oh, look how cute. Cute, cute, cute. And if you want to, you don't have to. If you want to, you can do some wacky lines. I don't know why it's calling for wacky lines tonight, but we're going to do some wacky lines. There we go. Just a quick wacky line. There you go. All right, and then I am going to adhere this down. And where did my card go? It's here somewhere. Here it is. I'm going to stick this to the card. Everything's flat, like it's just like easy. And it goes really fast if you're not chit-chatting and telling the whole crazy story. Okay, I'll text you her info. Or you know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll send her your info. I have your address. You texted me the other day. I'll just do that. Okay. Okay, so we have that. And then I'm going to take this. And I am going to pop this just to give it a little bit of dimension. Oh, those are my little dimensionals. I want my big ones. Running out of these. I find these little hexagons everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to do one on each side. I love these things though. We're close to my heart. We have the long tape, and I thought I loved that, but I really like these. Look how cute. Cute, cute, cute. What a fun little dimensional card. And you know what? You can mail it flat, but it looks so cute. You can add some embellishments. I'm going to show you a different version. This is the same paper, but more of the cream. There's a, like, see, this is, I did it exactly the same. This is white, and this is more of a vanilla or cream based. So I did this on the not white paper, but there's two. This is when I don't want to take time to add the embellishment because I have another card to do. But isn't that so fun? So cute and so fun. It's such an easy little pattern. But okay, so I want to show you one more thing because I had somebody tell me I don't like fall colors. I'm a coastal girl. Okay, no problem. So we are going to make this card, but we're going to stamp the pumpkin so you can see kind of what it looks like. And then I'll put them all up here and you can kind of see what they look like. So I'm thinking coastal because somebody said coastal pumpkins. So I started thinking, what paper do I have that's coastal? Anybody want to take a guess? It's current. I'll give you that. Anybody want to take a guess? Any coastal paper? Oh, I got thumbs up. Thank you, guys. And Kim says, I love it. And Kim, remind everybody to comment, subscribe, especially if you're on YouTube. I'm trying to get those YouTube hours, so I really appreciate it when you watch me on YouTube, and I appreciate it when you subscribe to my channel and hit the like and the bell and the whole bit. Okay, what about this paper? Wait, Tina, that's not coastal. That's Peaceful Garden, right? This is this Peaceful Garden paper, which I'm going to be honest, this was released to us, to consultants in July, and I didn't like this paper. We got like a pre-order, so I got it in July. And I mean, it shouldn't say I didn't like it, but I'm like, whatever. Now it's one of my favorite papers. I've used it in so many different ways. So look what I did. And I just to save time, because you saw how to make the pattern. See, I'm getting better. I'm getting quicker. So we've got our card. This is the paper that I used, but I really like this paper, so I don't have very much of it left, so I didn't show you a piece. So to me, this looked like I could get away with it being a little bit coastal. So this is what we got. I cut it the very same way, and I'm using glue. So let me go ahead and, oh no, I don't want to adhere this yet. That's right, I don't want to adhere that. Let's just put that aside. And we're going to take our little piece, and look, this, okay. So I saw this. I'm like, okay, great, another pumpkin stamp. I don't need another pumpkin stamp. Well, guess what? Excuse me. I got the pumpkin stamp. What I love about this is that two-tone stamping. And I think it was Lauren that asked me. Somebody asked me about it this weekend. Does Stampin' Up! Do the two-tone stamping? Yes, we do. Let me just show you. Not everything, but some, and this is one great example. So we're going to use Misty Moonlight. We're going to put Pecan Pie away for now, and we're going to do Misty, Moonlight, and Crumb Cake. And I need a scratch sheet of paper because I don't have my mat down. I'll just use this. I'll use the leftover orange. Doesn't matter what color. Let's just kind of put this down. put this over so I'm not stamping on the crack. No crack stamping. I'm cracking myself up tonight. Okay, so this is Misty Moonlight, and this is the solid. So we've got a solid. It's easier to show you on this. Actually, here. This is a solid, and this is the overlay. So we're going to use both of those, and they have a big pumpkin and a little pumpkin. We're using the big pumpkin. Go big or go home, right? And I'm not going to stamp on the crack. Oh, wait, yes, okay. So this is the solid one. It has, like when you ink it up, you can kind of see it has some holes in it. And I don't want it super dark, so I'm going to just kind of lightly stamp it off there. Get some of that ink off. And I'm going to kind of tilt it a little bit so it fits nicely and press down. Oh, perfecto. Perfecto. All right, I'm going to clean this so I don't make a mess. Yeah, I like this card. It makes me happy. I'm using, okay, let me just clean it real quick so it's out of the way. All right, now I'm going to use the overlay. Now this time I'm not going to do the pre-stamping. I'm going to stamp directly with the darker. So I'm going to ink this up dark. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry if I'm off camera. I am. Let's see. I might not get this straight because it's hard, but I'm going to try. It's so hard because you guys can't see it, but I've got this camera, like it's right here. There's where the camera. So my head, when I try to look over something, like I can pull it over here and see it, but anyway. Oh, that didn't do too good. Shoot. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, but I might have to cut another square. Shoot a Rudy. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Okay, hold on. Because that looks okay, but not it's got to look better than that. Where's my white paper? Okay, hold on. Oh. Let me grab a sheet of white. I should have a bunch of white right here, but I don't. All right, let's try that again. I just don't like that one. I want it to be prettier. Okay. I need to cut a 2.5 inch square. It's too, okay, it doesn't look bad. It's just too dark. You're not seeing. I'm going to use this because I think it had to do, I think it's because when I stamped the first one, I stamped it on the orange. I think that made a difference. So we're going to just waste some white paper, ink it up, stamp it once here. You see, it's not drying. It's doing weird stuff. Okay, there we go. Now, let's try this again. I looked at it and I said it should be a little bit lighter. Okay, I want to do it at a slight angle. Yeah, that's going to be better, I can tell. Okay, that's the color I was looking for. All right, now I'm not going to wash it because you know what? I washed it and that's why it didn't turn out. I'm going to go figure. Okay. Hi, Reagan. You know, I have been thinking about you. Are you okay? I have not seen you in forever. I hope you're doing well. I've been meaning to text you, but I haven't. I stay so busy these days. Is everything okay? You just been busy, I hope. All right. Here we go. Line that up. Who else is on? There's more people. I see you guys watching me. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Say hello wherever you are. Look how cute. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Now I am going to take the stem. I didn't line that up perfectly, but at least I did one earlier that is better, but that's okay. Let's stamp that there. Oh my goodness, look how cute. Cute. Is it looking coastal yet? And you know what? I'm going to be really lazy and just kind of do this, and then I will clean it after. down here, I'm just going to do a little bit. Cute, 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 cute. Okay. I love this stamp, y'all. I just love it. And of course, do my wacky lines. This orange is bugging me. Let's do this. I don't know why I didn't put my mat down. I know why, because I packed them and it's not sitting out here and I didn't think about it. We used the mats at the crop and I didn't unpack them yet. Look how cute. Does it look coastal yet? Getting there, getting there. All right, let's pop this up. We're almost there, almost done. Shoot. We're just going to use that iron. Oh, there we go. Back to work part-time last week. Oh, you have a YouTube. How fun. I'll have to check your YouTube out. What is your YouTube? Is it about stamping, scrapping, or what are you YouTubing? Okay, here we go. All right, so there you go. And then I am going to take some ribbon. And this is, I don't know if this is current ribbon. They go through Stampin' Up! Retires their ribbon. And I mean, I love the ribbon. The ribbon is beautiful. But I think this one's current. I'm not 100% sure. It's either just retired or current. And where's my, let's just do this. What kind of cruise did you go on? Did you go on a scrapbooking cruise? You know, I used to do those. I think I did 7 of them. I don't cruise anymore. Like I earned the Alaska cruise with Stampin' Up. I'm not sure that I'm going to go since I had COVID. We got so sick on the last cruise. Like we felt like it was before COVID, but I think we might have had a strain of it. I don't know. We were so sick. It just seems like I get sick every time I go on a cruise. So I haven't, in fact, the last cruise booking cruise I did, I got really sick. I had a terrible cold. But I don't know. I miss cruising, but I just don't like being sick. And the last 2 or 3 cruises, I got really sick. Oh, I'm off camera again. There we go. All right. And here we go. Well, I need to check it out. I want to check out your website. Everybody check out Uniquely Reagan handcraft cards. Okay, and there we go. Ta-da! What do you think? Is it coastal? So here are the cards. Okay, this is the one I made tonight. This is the one I made earlier. I need to put some embellishments on it. I started to put embellishments on that one. Of course, I didn't finish. And then this is tonight's card. And here's the one where I did the same, which I really like doing the sames on them. But anyway, so there you go. There you have it. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I'll be setting out. Which one do you like better, the orange or the blue? It looks like Dee likes the blues. I know I want to make the card with the puffy pumpkin out of the blue, but I didn't have time to do it today. I kind of had a lot of stuff going on, so I'm behind trying to catch up. All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Are there any questions, any comments? Anything you want to share? You like the fall colors. Thank you. Oh, Debbie, I figured you would like the blue. I want to make one. I've got to try to make one. Maybe I'll have time tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow's pretty busy too. Tomorrow's mahjong, and I don't know if I'm going to go. I really shouldn't go. I'm working on taxes this week. But I might go. It only takes an hour or two. I might, like work on taxes, take a break. I got to get those taxes done this week. And then we heard Kent might get furloughed, not furloughed, but there might be a government shutdown. So, it's always something, right? But I do want to try to do one in this. If anybody does one, post it. I would love to see you guys post some work. Like, I know you guys make stuff, but anyway. All right. Anything else? I appreciate you all. We did it in 40 minutes. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at the timing thing. Remember when I first started out, it'd be an hour and a half sometimes. But anyway, well, that's it. You guys have a great evening. And look, we streamed. I think my problem's fixed because I am at the beach house. I made Kent stay off the internet. We did not freeze, not one time, not one. So, yay. I think I got the internet problems fixed. All right, I think I'm going to be dropping another fun video this week if I have time. Oh, but the other thing I have to do is get the gingerbread class out. And I do have, for those of you that took my gingerbread class at the crop, I do have videos. So if you want to go back and watch them, so I'll send you the link to that. So I did do that today. I uploaded the videos and kind of put it into iMovie. So now I just have to download it and send it out and send out the kits to the people that ordered the gingerbread kit long distance. So hopefully that's on my agenda to do tomorrow too, as well as taxes. Yeah, I'm not going to mahjong. There's no time for mahjong. Dag nabbit. But anyway, if I hadn't gotten sick, maybe. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you so much. And I guess I'll be seeing you online this week. I don't know if I'll be going live or not because it's another busy, busy week. But if not, I'll see you on Wednesday, next Wednesday. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week.